I think we're live. Well, at our age, that's always a good thing.
That's always a good thing. Hey, you didn't start with, are you ready to roll? Come on.
I'm sorry, Hunchy. Are you ready to
All
roll?
right. Oh, there you go. No, I got to scratch my ass. No, go ahead. I'm ready to roll. Let's go.
Okay, speaking of scratching the ass, yeah, I shouldn't be laughing about this. So first of all, I think with the Floyd issue, it's pretty obvious that that guy should not have been a cop anymore at that time. So, and everybody's talked about this to almost exhaustion, but the latest is the deal with the fella in Atlanta at the Wendy's who fell asleep in the drive-thru. I've actually had guys fall asleep on me in the drive-thru and had calls like that.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to talk to you about was the idea that I think right now in this time, a lot of police officers are going to be doing the most dangerous thing they can possibly do, and that is hesitate in taking action.
Well, it's either hesitate or they lose their job.
Exactly.
You know, what are they? It all comes down to training. No matter what you do, from the military, from the guy working in the kitchen to the guy driving a tank, you know, or in my case, you know, you're calling in air support or you're calling in targets. You gotta know what the hell you're doing.
Exactly.
And some of these guys are so afraid to do anything. I mean, you can't fault them for that.
No, well, and I think you hit the nail on the head, because what's happened, especially in the last few years, is in the old days, I remember like when my dad was a cop, and then when I first became a cop, you had to qualify every so often, like every quarter, whatever, you know, physically. Can you do so many pull-ups? You know, can you run this fast? Whatever. You had to do things like that. I know. And that's
Could
like,
you get by this donut shop? Could you get by that donut shop?
ha 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 ha.
Now again, I'm not talking about all the cops. I'm talking about a percentage of cops.
Correct.
Hey, you know, I was going around the country teaching law enforcement CMAT program. So anyway, half of them hadn't pulled their gun since the last time they qualified.
Exactly.
I mean, a gun is a tool. That's all it is, a tool.
Go ahead.
I don't know. No, go ahead.
I was president of the association where I worked before I retired. And we actually would go and try to negotiate with the city just to have them pay for bullets so we could go practice once in a while. We had guys in the department that hadn't even shot their gun in like 6 years. So what's going to happen when they actually, unfortunately, may have to use it? The bullet's not going to go where it's supposed to go if you're not training.
No.
You know, nothing's going to work right.
And then, yeah, it's not.
You know, so a lot of that is training. The other thing, like, I was watching the video. It was very unfortunate what happened in Atlanta, but the real problem there is, you know, they talk about, your close personal friend Trump there signed a law today that says they're going to get rid of the chokehold. You can't do the chokehold anymore in the United States. And my thing is, you know what? If people were trained properly, that is a much better solution, I think, from experience.
Than shooting somebody.
Or the taser, and we can get into that too, but the Glock, for example.
Yep.
They've had more accidental shootings ever since they switched to that, and they switched to that because people complained that they couldn't qualify with the other weapon. If you can't do the job, go get another job.
You shouldn't have the job.
No.
Well, here we go. Again, I don't want to get on this too much, but I'm going to.
Okay.
You know, they're trying to make it easy for everybody to get a job. Hey, it's easy for you to get this job. It's easy for you. Qualifications. What's happened with the qualifications?
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter. Hey, I'm not talking about just men. I'm talking about women. I know some women that on the range that are officers that shoot are 10 times better than any male officer I've ever shot with.
I agree.
Now, could they subdue a 300-pound assailant? Nope. Very few 200-pound guys I know can do it without ample training.
Right.
But this is why, I mean, law enforcement is stretched so thin now. You got one guy covering 50 miles. If he needs backup, he's screwed.
Yes.
So what alternative does he have?
Yeah, the wrong alternative.
I mean, he's got the most deadly force.
Right.
He's got to use deadly force or he's going to get killed. It's a
Well,
hell of a job to have.
I
You
agree.
know, you're a cop.
I agree. Well, and the thing I've had a pet peeve. We've talked about this over the years. I have a pet peeve about this taser. Like they go to it too often, and instead
It's
of,
less than lethal, bro. Come on.
well, yeah, it's
So what are you going to shoot him in the leg, or are you going to tase him?
well, but it doesn't always work, and
No,
and it's used, I think, a little bit
like
too
my
liberally.
ex-wife.
It's used a little bit too liberally because so in the old days, my dad had this saying. He goes, "Look, you got to do this job maybe 30 years." He goes, "You don't want to fight with everybody you come in contact with." He
No,
says, "So you got to use your mouth," and I don't think they do that enough anymore.
no, they don't. Why? You know, hey, I knew every cop in my neighborhood,
Right.
and you know why? Hey, I was involved in sports. My dad was involved in. He was part of the school counselor, principal, assistant principal. If
Right.
you look at all that, all those guys helped us.
Right.
All
Right.
those guys, you know, I didn't fear the police growing up.
Part of the community. They live
Yeah,
there. Yeah.
yeah, I knew half of them. You know, if I got in trouble, they didn't say, you know, I'm going to take you to jail. They said, oh, you're Papa Clay's kid. We're
Yeah.
just going to call your dad. It was like,
Yes.
oh my God. But then again, in today's society, how many people's parents think their kids do no wrong and their kid could have never done that?
I'm too old to count that high.
Yeah, you and me both.
I mean,
Oh, my little Johnny would have never done. I shouldn't use Johnny. That's my, never mind. My little Pedro. No, I can't use Pedro either.
Yeah.
Damn, I got too many relatives.
um,
My little
Theodore.
Theodore. There you go. No, I got a cousin Tony. All right. That little guy, he could have never done that. My little guy could have never done that. What's wrong?
Right.
He's as big a jerk as his dad is.
When we were growing up, what would we have chosen? I'm going to take you to juvie, or I'm going to take you to your dad. Take me to juvie.
Yeah, take me to juvie. Take me to juvie now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
I'll
know,
be fine.
hey, you know what? My dad. By the time my dad gets here, I'm
Yeah.
going to spend the night because that was his deal.
Right.
You're going to spend the night. I'll get you in the morning.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, my little son could have never done that, and hell no. My parents were totally different.
My dad.
My
did that.
parents are consequence. If you do something wrong, you pay the consequence.
Yes. And what's happened to that? It's non-existent some places.
No, because everybody's kid is perfect, right?
Right. Right. Well, ours are, right.
Don't get me started. They try to be. As long as they're trying, I love them.
Anyway,
Even-
I hope like people start to maybe a little bit settle down and look at exactly what's going on. And I hate this constant "we're against you, you're against us. Let's keep the battle going." That's not what
Oh
it
my
really.
God.
That's not reality. That's not reality.
Here you go. At my event this weekend, which was for Beyond the Battlefield, with all the veterans there, all different services, which I really enjoyed because you get kind of a perspective you would have never gotten before.
Mhm.
So we're all there. We're sitting there talking, and John Tig, he's a guy from 13 Hours. He wrote the book, one of the co-writers of the book.
Okay.
So we're hanging out, we're talking. So we're laughing about how he's a racist. I said, are you kidding me? You couldn't be further from the truth. But people don't know him. All they believe is what's in the paper, right?
Okay.
Or on TV, because nobody can read anymore.
Right.
So we went ahead and
Or not
did
that long.
not that long. They get bored.
Yeah.
So we went ahead and did the WWE sign where it's, you know, like who the Ric Flair used to do it, I guess.
Yeah.
And we did that and put it on Instagram. I said, all lives matter. Long live the brotherhood.
Right.
And all my do matter. And then it was funny because it was a Chicago cop who was there, who was a retired Marine.
Right.
He's a knucklehead anyway. But anyway, we start talking, and it's like, and he comes from an Italian neighborhood,
Okay.
good Italian guy.
How you doing?
How you doing? What do you eat? Yeah. Oh, I made about some great food. I got to tell you.
I know a guy.
And you know, I do push-ups, but I don't push away from the table.
Do you paint
Anyway.
houses?
Do I paint? Of course I do. I do my own carpentry too. So I'm talking to him, and he's going like, well, you know what? This is what our cops think. They hate the mayor because all the stuff going on with the mayor.
Okay.
And I said, oh. So then I watched a couple videos of YouTube of what the mayor's doing.
Right.
It's frightening. So then I said, okay. So I get by that, and I said, all right, maybe it's a bad thing. And then he tells me, or we talk and look at the statistics. How many black teenagers are killing other black teenagers? How much black on black crime is there in these big inner cities? And
Okay.
what is the community doing to stop that?
And
So, white cops kill white people, Asian cops kill Asian people. So I understand this thing with Leonard
okay,
was bad.
right.
I got it. The cops should pay the price. But you got two guys there who are brand new.
Right.
They don't know what the hell they're doing.
And they're not going to say anything because that's how they're trained.
That's how they're trained.
Yeah.
So it sounds to me like, a guy who's had 20 incidents on his record,
Right.
why the hell are you letting him train somebody?
Right.
Let alone, the more important question is, why the hell is he still on the street?
Exactly. Why are there has to be a checks and balance on a regular basis for everybody that works the street. Even guys that are good to begin with can get burned out. So there's not, it's not like, oh, he's good now, he'll be good forever. It doesn't work that way.
No.
You're working basically with 3% of the population 97% of the time. No matter where you are, doesn't matter who you are, what you look like, where you live, the cops are working with 3% of the population 97% of the time. And sometimes they get this jaundiced view of the world, and they need to be pulled out of that arena for a little while to kind of, get a clear view of most people are good.
Yeah. See, here's the funny part. People were bitching a little bit ago about not having more police officers in school.
Right.
When we
now
we had a mass shooting, not letting them want them in a day of school. Are you kidding me?
Exactly.
Are you kidding me? Make up your freaking mind.
The funny thing is, I heard somebody the other day was talking about, I guess in the LA school district though, they agreed to give up their grenade launchers, but they're gonna keep their automatic weapons, and that's fine. But why did they have grenade launchers to begin with?
Well, actually, if you're dealing with crowds,
right,
the best way to disperse an aerosol pepper spray
is with the launcher?
Is with a launcher.
Oh, I did not know that.
Because now you can launch it, you can get it over the crowd, and it explodes above the crowd. I mean, this is what we use overseas.
Oh, okay.
So, and trust me, it's a proven,
no,
it's a proven and effective method.
I'm old.
So
they didn't do that when I was old.
I'm old. Yeah. Back when we had to throw rocks.
Back in the day, I was painting this house.
And I had to do the carpet.
People are listening to this go, what are they talking about painting houses? Well,
they'll figure it out.
Got to watch the movie. So anyway.
You got to watch it. And we're not going to tell you what movie.
No, we're not going to tell you what movie it is. But we are going to review movies down the road, so maybe we'll get to that. So
there you go. Maybe.
We
got to review that movie because it's about Hoffa.
Yeah, and it's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
And we didn't expect Pesci to be playing the character he did. Everybody expected him to be crazy, but he was actually the brains behind everything.
Yeah and he is crazy.
It is crazy. But anyway.
He's a good guy. He looks old as hell, too.
Well, he is old as hell. He's older than we are.
Oh.
We're old as hell.
Oh, my God.
So anyway, I think you're right. I just hope people start to kind of take a deep breath and try to work together instead of trying to work against each other.
It's not going to happen.
Why not? It could happen.
Come on.
It could happen.
Come on.
It could happen.
Hey, when pigs fly, all right?
Well, stop listening to all the major networks. Stop listening to all the politicians because they lie. And
we elect the best liar.
Well, yeah, I think that's kind of a rule. I think that's genetically how they're
genetically.
You can't be a politician if you're going to tell the truth all the time. You'll never get reelected. So
yeah, I know. And then when you tell the truth, it should be outrageous enough where people come up with every damn excuse why they should keep you. Well, at least he's telling the truth. What? I'm lost. I'm lost. I don't get it. I don't get it, but that's okay.
That's okay. We're just two guys trying to get by.
What the guy say? Woosah, woosah. Take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath before you have your second snook of scotch.
Oh, scotch. Speaking of which, one of the things we hope to be doing here on at least semi-regular basis.
What do you mean hope to be doing? What we are going to be doing.
We are going to be doing is having maybe a close couple personal friends of ours. One that is an expert in sake, even more so than we are, because we probably are experts in good sake since we've indulged,
Consumed
for several years, some of the best sakes in the world.
years,
And,
decades.
yeah, and alcohol in general, because it really mellows the mind.
So you can't really say alcohol because people get the wrong impression.
That's
Just
true.
say spirits.
Spirits.
We've been imbibing spirits.
Yes. Libations. Yes. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, things that make you happy.
Well, and the thing about why we seem to enjoy sake so much.
And no, not weed.
No. That'll.
It's a good way to lose a clearance.
Yeah, lose a clearance, lose your hair. Oh, too late.
Wait a minute.
So we will be doing that. We hope to have them on. I can just tell you that if you've, and you probably haven't, unless you know us personally, ever been involved with this close friend of ours, having a discussion with the guy to the left of me right now, or your right, depending on how you're looking at the screen, you will basically laugh your ass off, because half of the conversation.
Can we say that?
Yes, we can say whatever we want on this. These guys will be screaming at each other. They're best friends in the world, but they'll be screaming at each other, partly in English, partly in Japanese. And no matter where you're sitting, it is just absolutely hilarious, because you put them together and it's funny. I'm sorry.
Oh, see, we're gonna need 2 bottles of sake. One for there with you guys and one here for me.
You think 2's gonna be enough?
That's a good start.
Yeah, I guess depends on how long.
Maybe
podcast
4.
goes. Maybe 4. Well, I think our record. Of course, we were sharing that with a lot of people. Was 5.
What? How many people had a drink after the first bottle?
Yeah, a few.
Yeah, not too many.
No. And in fact, if he's listening, there's a certain. Oh, we don't want to talk about the accountant, and we certainly don't want to talk about the dentist. But if they're involved, we're going to probably
not the accountant.
No, we're going to have to buy a case, because I mean, did I tell you? So I went to our friend's. He owns a sushi restaurant. I went there a couple of weeks ago because you can't eat there inside.
I went there because you can't eat there. That makes no sense.
Yeah, you can't eat inside. Hanshi.
So you did an online order.
Went and picked up a bottle of sake. And the sake you pick up there are the big 1.75 liter bottles, for anybody who's listening. And then the following week I went back because it was my wife and I's anniversary. So I got some more sushi for us. And the first thing.
When was your anniversary?
Back in April.
Oh, okay. You're talking
Yeah.
way.
Yeah,
Okay,
way back.
never mind.
Way back.
I already
Anyway,
said happy end. I said, well, I thought I
Yeah,
missed
you
another
did.
one.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So time
All
goes by. So he says, "Do you want a bottle of sake?" I said, "I still have from before." And he said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah. When I'm not drinking with you and Jesse and Tom and Ed, it lasts a lot longer." He said, "Fine."
Now, to mention too, you don't want to leave sake in there too long,
No,
because he'll look around and go, "Hey, these guys haven't been here in a while.
let's drink it.
Let's drink it. I just want to taste it. What show is that? Oh, Pooh Bear. Winnie the Pooh.
No.
That's what I'm going to call him from now on, Pooh.
Oh my God. We're also, as we mentioned earlier, we're going to be reviewing movies. Now, here's the thing. There's a lot of people that review movies, and, they look for their artistic quality and action-packed or whatever. We're not doing that. We're 2 old guys with a lot of experience
And watching movies.
and watching movies, and in the fields a lot of these movies are made. And
Yeah.
And so we're just going to give our 2 cents about, was it a good movie, a bad movie, and some of the things they do in there, was that actually real, or does that really happen that way?
Is it possible?
Yeah, is it
You
possible?
mean like the never-ending magazines and gunfights?
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that
Yeah.
be so cool? I mean,
That would be something that you'd only see in a movie.
it would
But
be-
dude, I'm looking forward to Top Gun. The new
Oh.
Top Gun.
Oh,
I was kind of crushed it didn't come out earlier, but that was the #1 recruiting movie of all military services.
really? I did not know that.
Ever. I mean, the next one close was like Green Beret. But then again, those knuckleheads are Army.
Yeah,
Did I say that out loud?
Hey, did you hear what he just said about the Army and the Green Berets?
He's a sheriff. That's why.
He's played different parts.
That's
And we got I don't know if you see it. We got the old rough and tumble toilet paper here too. If things get really bad.
Rough
So,
and tumble.
yeah.
So it's not Charmin?
No, that is not Charmin. It's about 30 years old too, so it'd probably fall apart if I opened it up. So we're going to be doing that. This is somewhat of our maiden voyage, and then the other thing we want to talk about maybe for a little.
Hey, let me tell you something. You don't look like Marianne or Ginger. So there you go.
Oh wait, if you want to talk about that, okay, Marianne or Ginger?
Dude, are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Marianne.
Oh, of course. Okay, I guess we got that one settled. So the other thing we're going to talk about, let's do that a little bit right now, because I know this is going to be for us, which few things are, a little bit of a dispute. The heavyweight MMA champions or their championship's going to be coming up probably the end of summer. They say. We'll see if it actually happens.
Yeah, he's going to find another reason to hide. He'll find another donut in the corner, start crying. Who knows?
Who?
Fat boy. I shouldn't call him fat.
Oh my gosh! You mean Cormier?
Cormier. Crumsier. Kaboobsier.
I think it's only going to go one of two ways. He either takes Masic to the ground, or
well, Masic is the champion. Yeah.
Or he's gonna lose. That's his only chance, I think.
Dude, I think Masic is going to beat the hell out of him. And even if by chance he was to win, Bones Jones is moving up.
Yeah, but I don't.
Bones Jones is moving up.
How old is he now? How old is he?
Bones?
Yeah.
I don't know. I got to get with our research team and check that out.
It'll be in our next podcast.
Yeah. Hey, research team. Oh, nobody's here. Oh, it's me. Oh, I'm on the damn phone.
Hey, let me tell my kid. Hey, look this up.
Look this up.
He's up there. He's got to be around 40, and for him to move that much weight,
what?
He's got to be about 40 years old.
He's
right?
not. Oh my God! Now I got to.
Okay, hold on a second. We're looking it up right now. People stand by. John Jones age. I got to spell Jones right.
Okay, let's go to Siri.
He was born July 19th, 1987.
Yeah, he's not 40 years old.
No, he's not. Why did you even say that? He's like 33, 34.
I didn't say that there, smart guy. Hello.
He looks like he's 40.
He looks like he's 40. Well, he's knocking the hell out of people. He may be taking a couple of years off of them.
Yeah, but I don't think he's like a Holyfield. I don't think when he goes up in weight, I think he's going to have a rude awakening if he fights somebody like yeah.
No.
You don't think so?
Dude.
I've
been in this game how long?
A long time.
Long time. And not to mention, he was one of the guys that came and trained at the high altitude program.
Oh,
so,
really?
I'm telling you.
In Colorado Springs with you, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, yeah, I don't know. No, none of these guys. No, none of them.
Really?
I think he's going to just destroy folks. Destroy.
When do you think he'll move up?
Oh, see, this is what pisses me off about. I love Dana.
Right.
He's a businessman.
Right.
Gotta love that.
Right.
Getting Abu Dhabi, genius. Because they'll pay him money to show up, pay him money to have the fights.
Yeah.
Because everybody there is rich beyond oil.
Yeah.
But no, I think he'll move up as soon as they let him. But what he's trying to do is keep his light heavyweight title and have the heavyweight title.
Somebody else tried to do that too.
Yeah, I know. And Dana didn't stop him from doing it.
No.
So why now is Dana going, hey, in order for you to fight in heavyweight, you got to give up your light heavyweight title?
He's not gonna. He's gonna let him do both. He'll let him.
No, he's not. That's part of the dispute they're having now.
Well,
Why
would he want to? Although I know Dana drives much more expensive cars than we do, so I'm sure he's got a good plan.
I mean, why would he want to?
Yeah.
So this way Cormier could drop back down and fight light heavyweight and win something if he has to.
Okay. Okay. But
This is a
he's gonna
conspiracy theory. None of this may be true. This is I'll give you a disclaimer right now. This may not happen. This may not even be what Dana's thinking.
It's a conspiracy
He may be thinking
theory.
of, is it caviar tonight or is it lobster from Boston?
Ikura.
Takayo zetai. It'll be very expensive.
It will be. It will be. So, all right. I guess enough with the sports tonight. Except one other question.
What do you mean enough with the sports? What about baseball?
Are you
kidding
me?
me?
What about baseball? If we can get 15,000 people together in the street, why can't we go watch a baseball game?
Oh my God! Because baseball player. What do you got? You got the billionaires fighting the millionaires.
Right.
I'm not going to play unless I make eight. Hey, I get it.
Right.
But then, what's the percentage of professional athletes that end up broke once they retire?
Most of them.
Yeah,
Most of them.
it's pretty high.
Yeah, it's terrible. It really is. You think about all the money they go through, and then end up that way. There should almost be a rule where whatever kind of contracts they sign, a certain amount of that actually goes into something like a 401k for them, so that it can't be touched. So when they do finally retire, I mean, that's.
And then they'll blow it because they'll hire somebody from. The only person that's done a good job of this whole deal has been LeBron James.
Yeah, he is a billionaire.
Mayweather for a while, and then he got taken by one of his guys, one of his entourage, stole money from him. So I mean, I get it, I understand. I mean, I know. Who knows? Who knows?
Did you keep
$1 billion?
You kept all those millions from when you were champ, right?
They were paying us with French fries and hamburgers. Oh, and you got a Coke. Yeah, no, that's not what they did.
Oh, well.
Not what they did.
So what do you think with sports in general, with everything going on? How long do you think before we get to some kind of normal?
Well, basketball is the only sport that's got his poop in one sock. They're starting here pretty soon. Baseball is still fighting. I mean, they can't make a damn decision.
Right.
Although, what's his name there? The NFL commissioner. Not Tagliabue. I can't remember his name.
I don't know.
Yeah. I keep thinking about the commissioner before because he actually did something. But this commissioner now, he's made a lot of money for those owners. He's added a lot of stuff. They've expanded. They're going all over the world. So, they're kind of emulating the NBA a little bit. But you got dudes all over the planet playing basketball.
Right. Right. So, hey, here's one. So, a little bit of I guess, not really a dispute, but a question between you and I has been, since I brought MMA back, I said that I kind of miss everybody to be in the audience, and you didn't miss it at all because most people don't really understand what's going on in the ring anyway.
Do you want my true opinion?
Yeah, go ahead.
True.
Yeah.
Most American fans are idiots.
Don't hold back. Tell me what you're really thinking.
If you're watching, they're booing. They're booing. Guys are in there trying not to get killed.
Right.
There's only one fight, okay, maybe two, I've seen in MMA where they should have booed, and they did.
Right. Oh, you're talking about, let me guess, Romero?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
a horrible fight.
That was a big surprise.
No, it wasn't.
Well, to me, it was. I was ready for it to be a war, and it really wasn't.
No. I forget the kid's name he was fighting, but it was a joke.
Yeah.
He did the young kid didn't want to commit, and Romero didn't want to get knocked out. Yeah. So they played this game. All these people, and after the most amazing women's fight I've seen in a long time, those two gals, the gal from China and the other gal from Sparta Top Team, I can't remember her name.
Right.
I got to start writing this stuff down. I'm getting old.
I know.
That's what happens when you get old. You start forgetting stuff.
She's from Poland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's awesome. Oh my! Both
Good.
of them. She used
Yeah.
to be a champ.
Right. That was a great fight.
But that was a great. I mean, I got great seats. I'm sitting there in Vegas. Nobody's moving. I mean, it's the guys. You get up, you get a beer, you get a Jack and Coke. You're good. As soon as that first round started, everybody was rushing to get back to their seats.
Because that was a fight.
That was, oh man, that was one of the best fights I've seen. Like when Forrest fought, what's the guy he fought? Anyway, I gotta write all this stuff down. I'll do it next week.
We're learning as we go.
We're learning as we go. So as those two fought, that pretty much put MMA on the map.
Yeah.
But I can tell you what, the ladies, wow.
I
And you know, I got my sweetheart in there, and
yes.
she got destroyed. Nunez, the lioness,
Yes.
she's a beast, dude. This last fight, you can tell she was coasting
Yeah.
because she could have knocked her out in the first round.
Yeah.
But then again, as a fighter, you can't say that
No.
because you don't want to step out there and put your dick skinners too far out where you get hurt.
No. She, I watch her like from, like you always say, look what kind of, where the power comes from is the back, and she really is. She's got some strength there. I mean, so when she hits, it's got to hurt.
Oh, dude. I mean, what's the guy say? There's guys in her gym. She's part of top team, so
Right.
it's my boys. So there's guys in the gym that won't spar with her because she's knocked a couple out. That's scary, bro.
That would make YouTube.
But hey, let's bring it.
Yeah.
I'd want to get in there. Iron sharpens iron. That's how it works.
Yeah.
If you're just there at a weekend, thinking you're cool, trying to impress your girlfriend or boyfriend, then go in the ring, go train somewhere else.
So I think I'll leave it for our listeners, all 3 or 4, that our
There's
email,
7 of them out there. I'm telling you.
I'm
7.
telling you, there's probably more than that. I'm sure there will be after this, but our email is areyoureadytoroll? It's the numeral 2 at gmail.com. So we'd like to know from you a couple things. One, do you agree with Hanchi, Jesse here, about he likes it better when the arena is empty? I like it when it's full because I like all the noise and everything coming from, even if they're wrong, I like the extra excitement. And I agree they're wrong most of the time, but I mean, I think it just brings excitement to the game. And then also, we want to know what movie you think we should review.
Review? Was that French?
It is French. Fifi. What movie we should take a look at for our next podcast and review. So maybe we'll let you guys decide that. And,
yeah, Croatia's so close to France.
It is. Hey, listen. I want to dispel all the rumors. If you're a Croatian man and you're close to everything physically.
Wow. Did you really just say that?
Yeah, I think so. I'll replay it later and see if I actually did.
We'll talk off the air.
That's no fun.
So football's coming back, basketball's coming back, hockey's coming back. What else is there? Women's basketball is coming back, soccer's back. Although those guys fall to the ground and cry anyway.
Well, they're good actors.
Yeah, they're great. They should get Academy Awards.
Yes. That's where the big money is.
I don't know. It's cool. I guess you got to do what you got to do.
You got to do what you got to do. So let me ask you this, like getting towards the end of this show a little bit. What we always want to talk about at the end is, so what really, really pissed you off today? We should share. It'll make you feel better.
Oh, really?
And if you're listening, what pissed you off today? Just go ahead, say it out loud. It doesn't matter. I mean, it'll probably make you feel better too.
Wait a minute. It does matter. Send it.
Yeah, send it over here.
We want to know. What you got to do? Send it over here. We got to know.
Yeah, we want to talk about it.
Well, who is she? Where do they live?
Yeah, because we pay.
I know a guy who knows a guy.
Yeah.
I got a guy.
I got a pencil sharpener right here if you really get ticked off, Jesse. So just
there
let
you
me
go.
know.
See, backed by John, we should get a piece of paper.
Yes.
That's got the website written on it.
Oh, okay.
See?
That's a good idea. Yeah. I'm glad I thought.
I'm not just another pretty face.
Okay.
Yeah, I tell myself that every morning.
Oh,
You're not just another pretty please.
yeah. I say that, then I go like this. I go, ah, shit.
Oh, yeah. Where's my glasses?
It's a fine print that gets you. So what ticked you off
Oh.
today?
Let's see. You start. What ticked you off?
Let me think. Well, I think what ticked me off today. Oh, I know what ticked me off today. Is
Well, then tell me.
finding a way for us to be able to talk if we're not necessarily sitting next to each other. I think we figured that out, at least temporarily, and I think it's going to get even better. But you know what? We can do this part pretty well. But all the technical crap, thank God I got children that know how this shit works. I mean,
Oh,
because, oh my
wow.
God.
I can tell you two things.
Okay.
My 13-year-old granddaughter knows more about my phone than I do, and she doesn't have a phone.
See, what's wrong? I mean, how does that work? I don't get it.
I remember back in the day when you thought you were a hero, when you could set your grandma's VCR, was
Oh,
blinking.
oh,
Hey, Junior, I got it, Grandma. You're such a good boy. Have another cookie.
you must have been rich, because all I had to do was stand there and hold the hanger wire from the post where the antenna broke, so my dad could get the channel he wanted to watch, and I just had to stand there.
At least you had a TV. We just had a VCR. What are you talking about? And it was wrong 6 months out of the year.
God, 3 channels. That's all we had. We had The Wonderful World of Disney. We had The American Sportsman, which those 2 shows on Sunday I would look forward to, and then I think there was like CBS News with Walter Cronkite. That was about it.
Yep. I mean, we got to watch the news. We got to watch the news on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at my house.
Oh wow.
No, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, because Friday we had football games. Saturday, no TV.
Ugh.
Sunday, we got to watch Mutual Omaha's Wild Kingdom.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Disney.
While John's down there in wrestling with the alligator, I'll stay up here in the air-conditioned helicopter and tell you about insurance.
Yeah, because he's gonna need it.
He's gonna need it.
Yeah, that's all I did, man. That was our thing.
What'd you get to do on Saturday if you couldn't watch TV or play video games or anything like that? What'd you do, Jesse?
Chores.
Work. Yes.
Work. You know, that other 4-letter word.
Exactly. So what ticked you up today? I know you're trying to avoid the question.
Oh.
You're like a good attorney.
Oh, geez. Here we go. You know, in my line of work, I do things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you do things. Yeah.
I do things.
You fix your own stuff.
I fix my own stuff, and I fix other people's stuff.
Yeah, that happens.
So, occasionally.
Yeah.
So here I am fixing stuff and realize that one of the guys that's supposed to be helping me fix stuff ain't helping. So I say, you going to help or what? You know what he says to me? Or what? So I'm looking 6 stories down, wondering if he'll bounce.
Oh. You might. It depends.
That was my clue to get off the roof. And I left him there and told him he wasn't going to get paid until he got his job done.
Well, you're old school, aren't you?
Yeah, well, the funny thing is he did get the worst part of the job. Everybody else got the easy part, and he got the hard part. And he knew he got the hard part. All of us knew he got the hard part, but you know what? At some point, everybody's got to do the hard part.
Right.
So as the owner of the company, if I'm up there doing the hard part, you better be showing me something. Capiche?
Capiche. Yeah.
All right. So that was my word for today. That, and I ran out of Twinkies.
I'll get you some Twinkies.
I'm only kidding. I don't eat Twinkies. It's a joke. That's a joke. I don't eat anything that's older than me.
Okay. How do you eat? I'm only tough like this because he can't reach through the screen and choke me out or something. So
yeah, I'll be there tomorrow.
All right. You know what? Not a bad time. I appreciate it very much.
Time.
I'll talk to you very shortly.
Okay, sounds good.
Time to go. Talk to you all very soon.
Hey,
Yes,
give John a big hug for me, will you?
I will, but I'll do it off air because I don't want people to get the wrong idea.
I didn't say tongue. I said a hug.
Goodbye, Jesse.
Talk to you later.